Win again. This time 2-0. Sorry, the series is now 2-0. The Rangers won this game 3-2. I was lucky enough to be in attendance for this game, and the Rangers played very, very well. It got very interesting at the end, but the Rangers deserved to win this game 100%. And the Lightning have now finally lost back-to-back playoff games. This is the first time that they've lost back-to-back playoff games since 2019 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. You know, within these Stanley Cup runs, they are always able to bounce back. And, you know, the score ends up being close, but the Rangers really deserve this win. I was very impressed by what I saw. I think the Rangers, you know, probably should have been up by more than one at the end of two. But they get the win, which they deserved. And, you know, now they head back to Tampa up 2-0 in the series. And look, this series is far from over as far as I'm concerned. You have to respect the Lightning, but more impressive than being up 2-0 is just the way the Rangers have played. Like, they are playing better and better as these playoffs are moving on. Like I said, the Pittsburgh series, they looked very green. They looked like a team that, you know, had a lot to work on, but they were able to manage to get through that. It wasn't pretty. And Carolina, to get by them is really extremely impressive, because that like almost set them up for some level of success versus Tampa, where Carolina, that's a tough team. You don't have much time and space. They're a great defensive team. Like, I almost feel like the Rangers, like, wow, like we actually have some room to do some things here. Now, Tampa presents different challenges than Carolina, but I always felt like Carolina was the team that I least wanted to play. And in some ways, that is showing itself to be true. I didn't mind the Tampa matchup. I just didn't. And not to say, look, I think the Lightning have the utmost respect for them. Do I think the Rangers come in game 3? Yes. If I had to predict, I think Tampa probably squeaks out a game 3 win. But the key for the Rangers is really just splitting in Tampa. To ask for 2 wins, if I'm being realistic, it's a bit much. But if the Rangers come out of the 3-1, that's great. And so that's what I'm hoping for. Also, one thing that bothers me for the fans is, you know, Igor's better. Can we stop with that? Like, go, you know, Igor, totally fine with that. But let's wait until the series is over before, you know, we're saying Igor's better. Because all of a sudden you say that, and then not that it was Igor's fault, but then Nick Paul makes it 3-2. So don't love that chant. I understand it, but I think there's a good segment of Ranger fans that agree with me that let's maybe temper that for now. You know, because again, and Vasilevsky, I thought, was pretty damn good tonight. He made a lot of key saves. You know, probably some goals that he might want to have back. But at the same time, really kept Tampa Bay in it. But the Rangers it's an amazing ride right now. And they are up 2-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, they keep on improving. Tonight for me, of course, you know, Igor was very, very solid. Adam Fox was amazing. Adam Fox had a couple of really nice assists, especially the Kakko goal. But Adam Fox is back in that Norris mode. He just is. He's back, and it wasn't happening for me, but he's back. Adam Fox. This is the player that we saw for the first half of this regular season. Fox has really, it's not like Cale Makar. Cale Makar's got speed. Makar, more of a goal scorer as well, to be honest. You know, that's the guy that can score goals. Adam Fox is just, the vision is crazy. Fox now has 17 postseason assists. I don't even know what to say. Like that Kakko goal where Fox kind of makes a move and fakes Ruda, and then even Hedman didn't know what was going on, and Kakko's in front and tips it in. Like, that's just incredible stuff by Adam Fox. And so I thought he was really good. Mika Zibanejad just continues the consistency, scores what turns out to be the game-winning goal, his 9th goal of the playoffs. I mean, Mika really, in some ways, deserves a lot more credit than he gets. Zibanejad is one of the best players in the National Hockey League. He is very streaky, but to the point where the streaks are he's more streaky for good than for bad. And that says something. Like when he is on, he stays hot for a very, very long time. So Zibanejad, I thought was great. Glad to see Keandre Miller score a goal. That's well deserved. And Kakko as well. So the kids getting involved. The kid line I thought was really good again. So going through sort of the play-by-play of this game, Ryan Reeves takes a penalty at 2:31 as he slashes Pat Maroon. Did not love this call. Either they should have both went off or neither. Reeves and Maroon were both going at it. To single out Reeves there, I just didn't think that was the right thing. And the Rangers, it ends up biting them. As at 2:41, it's Nikita Kucherov scoring his 5th goal of the playoffs from Victor Hedman and Anthony Cirelli. And it's Kucherov's goal. Corey Perry was in front. It looked like it deflected off of someone or something. If it didn't, I guess that's one where Igor, just because he's so good, but when I have that wasn't easy, but Kucherov gets credit for the goal. And at that point, it is a 1-0 Tampa lead. And again, that's tough right there. It was the one power play that Tampa Bay would get on the night. And like I said, it's the Kucherov goal. And so it is 1-0 Lightning at this juncture. But the Rangers tied up. And at 5:59, it's Keandre Miller scoring his 2nd goal of the playoffs from Frank Vetrano and Chris Kreider. This is a nice play where Trouba gets over to Kreider. Kreider makes a nice cross-ice pass to Vetrano. And Tampa Bay is kind of packed in. Keandre Miller takes a shot. It's blocked by Brandon Hagel, but he gets his own rebound and gets it by Vasilevsky. It was a high-quality shot. So tough to totally kill Vasilevsky for it. Maybe a 21-step back, but Keandre Miller ties it up in 1. And so that was big. Then Ranger power plays start to come about. And I thought, even though the Rangers power play was 0 for 4 on the night, I thought the power play was actually pretty damn good, but they didn't have anything to show for it. They didn't. Chernak takes a roughing penalty, and to no avail for the New York Rangers with tons of chances. It wasn't for lack of I guess effort's not the right word, but I thought they were really good, but they couldn't score. Then Stamkos takes a slashing penalty again. Rangers can't score. That was a penalty at 12:09, but they do at 17:32. The kid line, Kakko. He also gets his 2nd goal of the playoffs from Adam Fox and Philip Hedl. So that's a big goal towards the end of the first period to give the Rangers a 2-1 lead. And then the second period, I thought the Rangers were really good in the second. And just had nothing to show for it. Tyler Mott had some chances along the way. I thought Tyler Mott was pretty good tonight. He couldn't score. There was a penalty, Cal Foote, a roughing penalty on Cal Foote at 5:37. Rangers power play unsuccessful. But I really thought the second period there was just lots of good stuff going on. Lots of chances. Vasilevsky I thought was really, really good and kind of just held it at 1 and gave the Lightning a chance to win. We moved to the third period. And what was very key, similar to game 1, but at that point the Rangers were up 2. This was even bigger, up 1 to up 2. Mika Zibanejad scores his 9th goal of the playoffs from Fox and Kreider. So make that 2 assists for Fox, 2 assists actually for Kreider, which is pretty rare. And Zibanejad, this is where you can beat Vasilevsky, that blocker side. And Zibanejad, he's basically scoring every game. He's scored every single game since Game 3 of Carolina, except Game 7. So he has now scored in 6 of the last 7 games, right? 6 of the last 7. That's pretty damn good. So Zibanejad makes it 3-1. And the Rangers Tampa Bay at that point starts to pick it up a bit, down 3-1. They weren't swarming the Rangers, but Tampa Bay definitely was looking better. Shesterkin was up to the task. And then to make things better for the Rangers, Victor Hedman trips Alexis Lafreniere at 13:55. But the Rangers power play, that one was a little bit weak. And I guess you could understand, you don't want to take any chances. But out of the 4 power plays, that one felt, I guess, like it might have been the worst, if I remember correctly. But the Rangers, Tampa Bay pulls the goalie with probably under 4 minutes, maybe 3.5 minutes or so left. They pull the goalie. And Tampa Bay does score at 17:58. It's Nick Paul. Nick Paul's 3rd goal of the playoffs, his first since Game 7 of the Leaf series from Corey Perry and Nikita Kucherov. So this is a play where not a great change by the Rangers. It was 6-on-5, and that's the great thing about the Rangers here. Rangers 3 even strength goals, Tampa 1 power play goal on a 6-on-5 goal. So Paul cuts the lead to 3-2, and the last 2 minutes were very, very nerve-wracking. Very much so. Stamkos had a couple of really good opportunities in particular. Shesterkin made some saves. Trouba kind of got a stick on a puck that helped, and the Rangers were able to hang on. It wasn't pretty, but the Rangers, really, for me, Tampa Bay, very good early. The first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes. The 50 minutes in between, it was Ranger hockey all the way. But Tampa Bay was good early and late. But the Rangers are able to win it. And like I said, Shesterkin, just the consistency where he's given up really no more than 2 goals a game now. It's been a while. I guess he had 3 goals in Game 5 against Carolina. But other than that, Pittsburgh series we know was shaky. But I guess that's maybe more of the stat. Ever since Game 5 and forward of the Pittsburgh series, Shesterkin has not allowed more than 3 goals. And in most nights, it feels like it's 2. It's just been really good for Igor. And like I said, Adam Fox, completely amazing. The best skater on the ice, bar none, Adam Fox. So like I said, the Rangers it'll be an afternoon game in Tampa. Expect the Lightning to be ready to go. But at the same time, while I'm giving them respect, I think the Rangers have been very impressive. They deserve to be up 2-0 in the series. And you can taste it. You can taste, how close it is. The Rangers getting to the Stanley Cup final and potentially knocking off the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. So the Rangers do their thing at home. They're up 2-0, and now the series shifts to Tampa. And the one last thing I'll say is this. The Rangers should know more than anyone that these series can change quickly. I'm sure Carolina felt pretty good about themselves when they were up 2-0 going back to MSG. So the Rangers come back down from 2-0. They've come back down from 3-1. So they should not take anything lightly about the fact that they are up 2-0. And we will see what happens as we move to Tampa.